Okay, depending on how you watch this video, this will either be the last cold starts of 2021 or the first cold starts of 2022. For a cold start video, we don't really have snow. As you can see, there's not much of anything out here, but it is getting cooler. That's why I kind of waited till later in the day. It's almost 4 o'clock to attempt this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the golf cart, the Ford. These two are going to be the easier of them. Then we'll move along to the Cub Cadet, the Chalmers, and the Poulon. Those ones are all the easy ones. The harder ones are going to be the John Deere and the zero turn if I attempt to try it. That's all the ones I'm going to do. That's all the ones that will run out here. Most of them have batteries. The only one that does not have a battery is the zero turn. I cannot do the racing mower for obvious reasons. The engine's not mounted in place. Nothing's hooked up on this. It would be way too much work to make an attempt at starting this machine. I don't plan on using starting fluid. The John Deere might need it. I tried starting it a little while back. It would not start. So that's why it's on the harder list. Same with the zero turn. It was a little bit hard starting last time as well. It's a Kohler command engine, if you're familiar with those engines. The generator, the Hyundai generator, got its own video. It'll be uploaded before this video. So if you haven't checked that one out, check that one out as well. That Ford tractor, we're not even going to try it. It will run, but to be completely honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's a parts machine. It's not worth fixing. Really, there's not much left on it that I need. It just came with my other machine. So really, I don't know what I'm going to do with it as of yet. I might just get it running and get rid of it. Surprisingly, it actually still has a drive shaft in it, but I don't think the drive works, from what I was told. Oh, and we'll might as well do the snowblower as well. So anyways, we're going to start off, like I said, with the golf cart. I'll put it in service mode, and let's go for it. Pretty much out of everything here, as of right now, the golf cart and the Ford tractor are used the most, so they should be some of the easier ones to start. I just finished a fuel service on this and the generator in the previous video. That's pretty much what got me started with doing this video, is I pulled up the generator, had some time, and I needed to do a fuel service on it. So let's see what the golf cart will do. There's no point showing the hours. The hour meter on this is inaccurate, since this machine sits with the key on a lot more than it's actually driven. It's just the way I use it. So let's see what happens. And just to prove that it was cold, my hand is on the exhaust. Yes, it was just running, but still, my hand's on the exhaust. This will actually be getting a oil change service probably this weekend. And I bought a new tool to help me out with that, which I'll be doing a first look video on. Let's fire this thing up once more, get some of that fuel mixed around. This thing's definitely cold-blooded. Same with the Ford. It's next. Okay, the Ford. Unknown hours, does not have an hour meter. I don't even think this machine even originally came with an hour meter, but it does have a China clone engine in it. And to be completely honest, I've only used the primer for, it basically allows you to spray carb spray or ether straight into the carburetor. I only used it once, and I figured out why he was using it. The choke was actually stuck, so I fixed the choke on this, and I have not had to use that since. And this thing actually starts up in -10 Celsius reasonably easy. Let's full choke a little bit of fuel, power on. This is on a battery tender, so it should start up. But it is definitely cold-blooded. The dash lights on this, and there's a rear red light, the one in the center. They're actually ran off the engine stator, but this does have a single wire GM alternator that does provide extra charging. I don't know why he wired it up that way, maybe just to show that it's running. I don't know. I didn't build it, I didn't wire it, so it's staying as it is for as of right now. Okay, I figured to do the Cub Cadet next. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes it's easy to start, sometimes it's not. The electric fuel pump is not fully wired in yet, but it actually might start up with what's in the carburetor. So I might just try it first without connecting the fuel pump. There we go. Disconnect the fuel pump. So yes, I did connect the fuel pump as it was running. It had enough fuel in the bowl to keep it to start it up at least. Normally I let it run right out, but it's not a huge deal. It's got reasonably fresh gas in it. If you notice the dash light, that actually means there is oil pressure, not that there's no oil pressure. The sensor I got from Amazon is backwards, so yes, it had oil pressure, and it actually ran pretty good. I was about to give up on it and hook up the fuel pump, but I heard it kind of firing, and hey, it kicked off. Okay, Chalmers. The video on this is actually not coming out for a little while. I may have done a few sneak peeks on this, but I've completely changed around my uploads. I'll talk more about that in a different video. But this actually has a new engine. New to it engine, at least. It's a 25 horse Briggs V-twin. It came in a different machine, which I'll be showing next, but separate choke. I did try and do the single cable, but I actually think that's what screwed up the original engine. There we go. Okay, the Poulon Pro. This machine is what the engine that's in the Alice came from this machine here. I bought it as a parts machine. It does have a deck, but the engine that's in it is probably a little underpowered for the actual size of deck. Again, there is a video that will be coming out in the next few months about this machine, more in depth. But since it's here, it will start. we might as well start it up. As you can see, it is running a Craftsman branded Briggs & Stratton opposed twin. Being a Poulon Pro, it's basically just a Craftsman anyways. So pull the choke. This engine hasn't really given me too many troubles in the cold. This was actually a really good buy on this engine. So it's actually not too bad. As you can hear, the hour gauge is clicking. It's a little bit cold-blooded, but once it warms up, it actually runs pretty good. It does need the carburetor cleaned. Have I done it yet? No. Will I do it? No, because it actually runs pretty well. I've already installed a proper trailer hitch on it. The plan with this machine here is just use it as a yard machine. If I want to sell it in the future, I can. I'll probably get almost what I have into it back out of it. Again, I bought it as a parts machine, and I put it together with parts that I had around the yard. It had a bad transmission, and I was able to actually get it put together and be able to use it as a usable machine. This video will not be edited, so if I screw up in the video, I just have to live with it. Okay, now the two hard machines, the machines that probably will not start. First of all is this Massey Ferguson 0-turn and this John Deere 210. We'll start with the John Deere 210 first. Despite what it looks like, it actually has a good battery in it. This machine, again, there is a video that will be coming out soon on this. You can see it sparked. That means the points are doing what the points need to do. I do have a can of carburetor cleaner there. Like I said, last time I tried to start this, it did not want to start. All the safeties are actually intact on this machine. Originally, when I got it, I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't crank. Pulled down on this, and the electrical system came back to life. It does not charge, so that's one thing that does suck about it. Tried again, I raised the throttle all the way up. The choke is not hooked up, the cable is seized. This will probably be a cranker wanker. Let's check the choke. I think the choke was on, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this one, there's something going on. I don't know why. It's got brand new carburetor, brand new fuel pump. It's just given difficulties lately. I don't know if it lost its prime or it can't reprime itself. We'll give it one more crank. Like I said, I'm not using starting fluid in this video. The ones that, if I have any ones that fail, I'll come back to them tomorrow or Sunday, and we'll try them again. I hear a bit of a popping. It's not going to go. Okay, this one is a fail like I thought it was going to be. Disconnect the battery and reconnect the solar. So like I said, this will run. It's just I think it lost its prime, or there's something going on with the fuel pump. The fuel pump on it is from Amazon. The carburetor is from eBay. Really good carburetor. Actually, what is the proper carburetor, but the fuel pump right from day one gave me issues. So I can kind of smell gas. Also, The fuel lines on this are not the greatest, and the fuel tank itself is definitely not the greatest either. So it's got a few things going against it. So yeah, again, more on this in a video that will be coming up soon. Okay, I did all the boring stuff off camera. Got this machine to the point that it will crank. It has not fired yet. I had to hook up some battery cables. Again, does not have a battery. The battery's in on the solar, so it stays charged all winter. Kohler command, I believe these engines are actually worse than, so sorry about that, Briggs opposed twins. When it comes to the cold, these engines do not like the cold. Again, if it doesn't start, we'll this will become its own video. I do smell gas, but like I said, this thing is a bit of a bugger. The linkage on the governor is actually screwed up on it a bit, so that's why it doesn't want to start. The linkage has to come apart and get readjusted. We'll try it once more, and if it doesn't go, again, this one will be a later video, probably tomorrow or Sunday. To be honest, I don't even hear the carb solenoid clicking. Yeah, it's not going to go. I don't like I said, I don't hear the carb solenoid clicking. Let's go around and check it. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, I got the carb solenoid to briefly work, but it doesn't want to stay engaged. So there's something going on electrically. I can smell gas as well, so it's definitely getting gas to the carburetor. It's just not firing. Let's just quickly check the oil. No, the oil doesn't smell like gas, so I don't think it's putting oil or gas in the oil, which is good. So 2 fails, which I had a feeling I was going to have 2 fails anyways. We'll go over, try the snowblower, and that'll be it. Okay, snowblower. It should start. It actually started up first pull when I pulled it out from where it was sitting. It actually sat all summer uncovered, and it actually ran pretty well. It already fired. Yeah, probably a few more times. Leave this one till last because this might make you a little dizzy watching. I think I flooded it, to be honest. Flood it, just give it more fuel. I know the electric start does not work on it. So let's set you up here. No gas. It might be a no. kind of firing. No, it's not gonna go. It sucks. Hey, I'm not going to hurt myself by continuing to try, but there we go. Unfortunately, 3 fails in this video. So I guess that's going to be it. Let's just check this. And unfortunately, I don't think that battery's taking a charge, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. 3 fails. The rest that have the ability to start did start, and that's pretty much it. So I'll talk to you later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment. Enjoy the rest of your year if you're already in 2022. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye for now.